Came downstairs to get my cup of coffee, continue our conversation, at least my conversation to the masses. Yeah, it's not about lecturing. Who am I? I'm just one person. Who am I to lecture the commune about the why they made the choices that they made? My role is not to lecture. My role is just to talk about my observation and the BS that I see that's being portrayed out here because people don't want to take responsibility for what they did. Fact of the matter is that the commune as a whole, and I'm talking about the United States of America, decided that they were going to put this man in office. We know this, right? Whether they want to do it because of immigration policies or because of saving some money on groceries or because of the fear of transgender, because they want to save the babies, the embryos, who, for as long as a, a, a male sperm and a female egg connect, that is instantaneously a baby, no matter what the reason was, people decided to vote. I'm sorry, there's a lot of noise here. Vote for this guy in DT named DT to the White House. There's a lot of creators, CYT, Midas Touch, MS now they changed the names, that is just trying to explain why there's a shift now, in their opinion, of the support to actually put DT, and I'm trying to be very respectful, but sometimes I call him names, so I'm trying not to call this man a name. They're trying to now come up with an explanation of why it happened and why people are changing their minds, etc., etc. And I think a lot of the explanation takes away from the responsibility of what people did. And that's how I feel. You can't take away the responsibility, and you can't take away the conversation of my bad. Oh, I didn't know. When everybody did know, people knew. People knew what they were doing. Hey, how are you, singer? How you doing? People knew what they were doing. They knew. Hey, Aiden the Star, how you doing? Jackie, Hillbilly, Jungle Luke, Elliot B. How's everybody doing? Everybody knew what they were doing, and it was okay for them to make these decisions. Again, I know I'm being repetitive. This is my third live, but it's just that I'm just finding the time to actually start paying attention and reading the content. And there's some excitements that's happening in which that, oh my God, everybody's beginning to wake up, and everybody, there's a shift to the Democratic Party again, and it's a headache. I'm never going to be caught out there like I was in this past election. Never. I'm never going to be caught out there again. I'm never going to be have the belief in the people again to do what's right. I'm just not going to do it. Whatever is right for the person at the moment is what's going to be right for the person. Okay? And if it's a collective, powerful group, they're going to shift the masses. And then if in their mind they think that President Biden did a horrible job and Kamala Harris is not a black woman and Donald Trump is the answer to Jesus Christ, and that's what's going to happen. But I don't want to rewrite history. I want everybody, hey, Titan, Tina, I think, Harris, 78, 72. I'm doing okay. I'm just doing a few lives this morning because I'm beginning to just pay attention to what's going on. Hey, Pet Puppets. The hush puppies. I'm beginning to pay attention to what's going on with the narrative that's happening with the new polls. And we know we don't believe in polls, right? Polls is never going to catch me out there again. The narrative is never going to catch me out there. I'm just going to pay attention to what's happening that moment, that day, to see which way the wind shifts. Because you can't tell me that the country went through 2016 to 2020 to see all the bad things that happened, and then all of a sudden the country decided in 2024 they don't vote for DT again. And now all of a sudden, I'm sorry guys, right here, it's cold out here, so you know you got the dryness over here. Now the country is waking up. It's like, oh my God, we were wrong. Oh my God, not everybody. Don't get me wrong. DT still have a strong base. He still have his MAGA strong base, 38%, if not a little bit less of his Make America Great community. Hey guys, how you doing? You guys doing good today? How you doing? He still have his supporters, obviously. But a lot of people are trying to shift it like, oh, you know, something I didn't know. We didn't know. A Latino brothers and sisters like, oh, we didn't know he was gonna go after the black and brown. We thought he was gonna just go after the criminals. He just he's not hysterical, but it's himself. I'm not laughing at people's pain, but it's just ridiculous. The conversations that happen right now, I just think it's just ridiculous. Hey, welcome back. It's just ridiculous. We know you guys, everybody knew what they were doing. They didn't care. I mean, I think, like I said, and I know I'm being repetitive, I think the biggest surprise to me was the transgender issue, was the biggest surprise to me. We know that people, especially people in our families and stuff like that, we have some LGBTQ people in our families. A lot of people. If you don't have an LGBTQ person in your family extended person, I don't know what to tell you because that's in today's society, that's almost impossible because transgender individuals are part of the community, part of our family. And they're not exactly transgender where they won't have the actual procedures. You have people, uncles, aunties, and stuff like that like to dress up outside their gender. You know, we have our people who have our we don't know want to know about their bedroom style, but you know, we have some of our men's is out there that like the silky lingeries. They put on the silky drawers that they wear. They like to wear their wives' sexy stuff. You know, it's been in existence for many years. I think I was having a conversation. I forgot who I was having a conversation with when I thought I was having a conversation with someone this weekend. Oh, I know who it is. We were talking about the transgender situation as far as politics and stuff like that and her belief. I was very surprised because my girl is, I didn't know that she was as conservative as I thought. I was like, wait a minute, we can't even have this discussion because I'm so totally not in the same page as you are. But she was talking about transgender bathrooms, people, transgender people going into women's locker rooms and stuff like that. I'm like, girl, stop. Like, yeah. First of all, LGBTQ is listed in the Bible. You know, all these kings back in the days in England and Africa, maybe not the one, that was the one. Well, Cornelius, there was a king named, well, I can't remember his name, but he was horrible. He did a lot of horrible things. I think he was also in line of doing certain things. But you know, the Bible itself talks about LGBTQ. We know that there was kings and queens. They were diddling brothers and sisters, cousins. You had parents and kids, and you had transgender. It was all over. It's all over the Bible. It's all over the place. This is a country that was built on it. Now all of a sudden we want to act like we are afraid because men and women are sharing bathrooms, and that's a big thing. Oh, I don't want my daughter to work so hard and be a gymnast and have to actually fight against or compete against a transgender woman. I don't want a transgender woman to be in the bathroom with me because I fear for my safety. It's like that. And this is the narrative that was going out there that actually helped people make a decision if they want to be too. Not knowing that Ruth who is now named Caitlyn Jenner, if they are not, them, she is not considered a transgender person, he, she is considered a cross dresser by some people. And Kris Jenner, who used to be Bruce Jenner, is a huge MAGA supporter. It's MAGA. So it just, the hypocrisy is just. Now, as far as I'm concerned, everybody has the right to live their life the way they want to. They have a right to see who they want to, love who they want to. I'm about people, none of my business. But when people are using these different reasons to vote somebody like DT, who is a known predator, then a lot of us have a lot of things to say. I'm glad you do, Brandon. You should live life the way you want to. Everybody should. Hi, Cantor. Ho, dope, intro. I can't pronounce it. 380. How you doing? Everybody should live their life the way they want to. But the thing is, everybody made the decision to vote DT, even though they know he was a bad person. Nobody know, but nobody cared. And of course, our young people, our youngins, our youth, decided they wanted to teach us a lesson because of the war on the other side of the country. And I'm not talking about Russia or Ukraine. A lot of them was mad at Biden, also Kamala Harris. So everybody was doing it to teach a lesson to America. So now we're here. The lesson has been learned. Oh, learning the lesson. But I think the biggest thing that's killing me is the fact that everybody thought that Donald Trump was going to release the Epstein files right away or give a health plan. But let's talk about the Epstein file right away because he promised. The man lied and broke promises after promises after promises. The last election. Oh, I did get to live life the way I wanted. I was really addicted to alcohol. Attempted to my father gave me alcohol. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Brandon. I'm glad. I mean, hopefully everything is better in your life and that you were able to overcome the challenges. Everybody knew how bad he was. They knew he was a bad guy. America is never going to surprise me again. Because I thought there was no way they was going to vote for DT again. There's no way. Not after his prior administration, not after the cases, not after what we found out, not after Epstein. I was like, there's absolutely no way in heaven and hell it was going to happen. And it happened. And we're here. I mean, it is what it is. You got to give credit where credit is due. Tea Party, MAGA, you guys did that. You got to give credit. I'm giving credit. Congratulations. But we're here. But I think this narrative of changing history and saying, oh, we didn't know, Latinos didn't know, progressives didn't know, independent didn't know, I think that's bullshit. And I think that's what my last three lives has been about. And this live is about us. We need to be able to have honest conversation. And do I think that things is going to change dramatically next year? I don't know because I don't trust it. Mm-mm. I don't trust it. Somebody may get pissy about another war that's coming in and blaming Democrats. And I don't trust it at all. I don't trust the system. But it may work. It may not. But what we can't do is change history. What we can do is change the reasons why people made the decisions that they did. And I think that's what's happening right now with our YouTube content creators, people that's discussing the media, and they're discussing the media or in the media, because right now we have independent media. So a lot of us is talking about the media that we're not technically media, even though some of us are media, but you know what I'm saying. So all of this, the changing the narrative, trying to revisit history, trying to, change up the wording of why decisions was made and saying that, oh, people did not know, independent did not know, progressive didn't know, Latinos did not know. Come on, let's stop it. We had so many conversations. And And not only that, the celebration that happened after Kamala Harris lost. Uh, Stop. So many people were coming out, especially our Muslim brothers and sisters and our Hamas supporters, my brothers and sisters, and our Palestine brothers and sisters, and our independent brothers and sisters, and our progressive brothers and sisters, and definitely our MAGA brothers and sisters were celebrating the win. Like, and that somebody gave them some ice cream with cake and pie. They were having a good time laughing and just enjoying the time. It's like, you see, we did it, yay. Yeah. And now we're here. So anyway, I came out to get my cup of coffee. I just wanted to make sure that I speak my mind on this subject matter, just like my third life about it. Just want to make sure I'm clear. I'm watching a lot of people trying to rewrite history, and we should not. And do I think that things are going to change? No, not really. I think right now, today, people have issues, but they might change their mind next year. I heard that DT is trying to do. He's trying to do his own health plan, but he's trying to put money into subsidiaries or tax breaks into Affordable Care Act, which is a lot of people name Obamacare, and apparently Congress got mad. Congress got mad. They didn't want him to extend the Affordable Care Act, the taxes that support Affordable Care Act, because they feel like Donald Trump should just get rid of Affordable Care Act, which is Obamacare, because it was named after Obama, so that they could rewrite it the same way as Obamacare. Put their name all over it. It's just crazy. Thank you for the hearts, guys. Thank you for the hearts. All right, guys. I want to get my cup of coffee and go back upstairs. Thank you for listening to this Brooklyn woman and her opinion. We'll see what else come out today. I already talked about Marjorie Taylor Greene. There's a conversation that a lot of GOP. There's just conversation. There's always conversation. There's always rumors. But apparently, a lot of GOP are going to be some, not a lot, but they say a lot. But might be some that's going to also resign after Marjorie Taylor Greene. Thank you, Slick Rick. How you doing? So yeah, apparently they're saying that a lot of other people are going to resign because they're upset about the current state of affairs, and they're talking about how, which is very interesting, which I didn't understand. Apparently, they felt that Donald Trump, was a populist. After the man spent his whole term talking about how he wants to be a dictatorship, people felt that he was a populist, that he believed in the people and he was going to do what the people say. And now they're offended because he decided not to release he was given such a hard time. He released it because he had to sign the bill. He was given such a hard time with the Epstein file that everybody felt like, oh, he's like every other politician. Like, where were we? Like, where is everybody? Everybody not living the same life that I was living? Maybe not. Maybe people were just living a different world than me. Because I knew since Donald Trump was a kid that he was a spoiled brat, and he's going to do whatever he wants to do, how he wants to do it. He's going to say what he's going to say to get what he wants. He don't give a damn about nobody except for himself. So I guess I find it surprised where everybody think that he was a populist, like he cared about people. The man didn't care about nobody. He didn't care nobody the last time he was here. But anyway, that's not deep a conversation today. I just wanted to come back just to finish my thoughts on these things. Keep an eye out on all these different channels. Matters Touch. Um, I think there's the AT2, which I don't really follow, but he's been taking up a lot of political topics himself, because normally he used to do a lot of gossip, celebrity gossip, but now he's doing politics and stuff like that. But Modest Touch, MS Now, which used to be MSNBC, I guess they changed it. They title. There's a lot of people that's talking about different politics and what's happening right now and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. And a lot of people are getting excited about there's going to be a big, huge blue wave next year, and the Dems are going to take over the House of Representatives. And there's conversation that because of, as I was saying earlier, they said a lot of GOP are going to leave and resign early, just like Marjorie Taylor Greene before the end of the year, that the House may go to Democrats prior to. the next election, the midterm. So we'll see. We'll see how people feel. Hey, how are you? Thank you, Slick Rick. Everybody, please come in. Please join, 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 join. I think I have 62 people here. Please subscribe here. But most importantly, please subscribe to Mama Flip Slot Channel. That's MAMASFLIP Slots. SLOTS. That's our main channel. We play slots. We're going to be playing slots this entire weekend. I really would like to try to get us over 10,000 subscribers. Oh, thank you. Thank you, 65. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. 65 subscribers. Thank you. Let's try to get me to 100. Try to get me to 100 subscribers on this page, but really, yeah, please go check out our slot channel. We have a lot of fun playing slots with the whole community. And you guys gonna get a chance to see my personality when as I slap the slot machine and curse it out, just like I do everything else. So please join here. Please join our slot channel. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Let me go get my cup of coffee and get back upstairs and stuff like that. But yeah, pay attention to the politics and bullshit that's happening out here. No matter where you fall, whether you MAGA, whether you GOP, even though MAGA GOP is the same to me, whether you progressive, independent, whether you Dem, let's just remember what happened and stand by the decision. Try not to change history and make it as if we crazy. We were here for it. We saw everything. And let's remember this time. Because one of the things I think make me more crazy is the fact that everybody seems to forget what happened between 2016 and 2024. Let's not forget. Let's not forget this time. And when we make a decision, let's stand on the decision and let's remain informed. All right. Take care. Rick, thank you for being here. Okay, bye, everybody. Later.